This is Ben, Liam and Bell on Nova.
Belle, did you want to do the honours?
Well, g'day there, podcaster.
Enjoy it while it lasts. We only got one more podcast tomorrow and then Ben's back and that's his thing to say.
Well, could we rotate it around, maybe?
I don't think so.
Share it.
It's kind of his thing.
Well,
I don't do it.
Yeah, but you get to do today's pod is blah, 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 and then I just go,
Yeah, I suppose.
ditto.
Okay, well, maybe you can pitch, when Ben's back, you can pitch a sort of thing that you would like to do regularly
No,
in the podcast.
I'm too scared of Ben to do that. I'm
Okay.
voicing it now.
Okay, fair enough. Look, in this episode, the wrap-up of our big Matilda's party last night, there's also some other fun little bits and bobs. Enjoy. You want to be listening out for The Weekend today on Nova. If you hear a weekend song, you call 13 24 10 and you could be in the draw for Nova's 100 grand, or you could choose 100 in the hand. And it's been a bit of a problem here at the station because normally when we do one of these big things, we have a sexy song that really sticks in your head. You might recall when we did a little thing called 10K a day in May.
Nova's 10K a day in May.
Oh my God, 10K a day in May.
There's nothing Nova loves more than putting in or changing the lyrics of a top song.
They literally pay the artist sometimes to
To be honest, I actually, because I used to, growing up in Melbourne, I used to listen to Nova 100 all the time on my way to school and driving around. And I do remember, it was a very common thing. You'd be listening to Nova and you hear the artist going, Nova 100. It hasn't changed.
And I don't want it to stop. We did that thing, First Class and 50K.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
First class and 50K.
Put you in.
It sounds big. It's cool. It's like, wow, that's the song I'm listening to. But then it's like their thing and it all fits. But they've been having a bit of trouble fitting Nova's 100 grand or 100 in the hand into one of the hot songs. It's just so long.
Not surprising.
It's not really conducive to that. So we actually got our hands on this. Have a listen to this heated voicing session.
All right, mate, let's give the 10K in May sting a go first, I reckon.
Nova's 100 grand or... Sorry, can we take that again?
Nah, that's not going to work, is it? Maybe the first class one. That's a bit slower.
Nova apostrophe S 100 GRAND. It's too long. It's another one, please.
T Swift song, maybe.
Nova's 100 grand or 100 in the hand. It just doesn't. No.
What about Harry Styles?
Nova's 100 grand or 100 in the hand. I don't know. It just doesn't. It's not right. It's not fitting.
Dance the Night, Dua Lipa?
Nova's 100 grand or 100 in the hand.
Ooh, nah, wrong part. What about the verse?
You could win 100 grand in your hand, or you could have 100 grand, or it could be $100.
Kylie Minogue's new one, maybe.
100 grand, 100 grand, 100 in the hand, Nova's 100. This is stupid! None of them fit! It's way too long, we're never gonna find a song! God damn it!
You could go to the gym or do the shopping or go to work. But what if you went in a beachier direction?
You're only a what if away from a holiday with the What If app.
Book accommodation, flights, packages, and more. What if? It's Aussie for travel.
It's 610. Hallelujah, it's 610.
Sammy in Baronia. Did you watch the big game last night?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
okay.
Well, you can, I'll just skip the end bit if you watch the replay, okay?
What were you up to, Sam?
Not. To be honest, nothing.
Okay.
Wonderful. Well, I'm glad you you got behind this iconic moment in Australian sport. Okay, well, England did win. They're in the World Cup final now after beating the Matildas. Can you name a city in England that isn't London?
Brussels?
Brussels. No. See you, Sam.
Oh.
What a wonderful call that was.
Guilty on Sam.
Well, she didn't watch the Matildas and she
Oh,
said
don't-
Brussels was in England. That's why I'm filthy.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
but you don't have to hate on
Well,
her.
you can't name one other city in Mick. I mean, surely you can name one other city in England other than London.
Hey guys, how you going?
Good, man.
Croydon won?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Hang
it's,
on, let me-
I wouldn't
let
say it's
me-
a city.
hang
I
on.
think that's a part of London, isn't it, Croydon?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I
Hang
mean,
on, let's-
you can think of any like big team in the
Well,
Premier
it's-
League?
Yeah, so it's a
Manchester.
town in
Manchester.
England.
There you go, Manchester. Yeah, there's bigger ones, is what I'm saying. Bundaberg has been voted Australia's rudest city. What animal is the mascot of Bundy Rum?
Polar bear.
Yeah, you said that way too quick, Mick. Hey, Fed Square was packed with more than 10,000 Matildas fans last night. What train station is opposite Fed Square?
Flinders Street.
Yes. Happy birthday to the kid Leroy, 20 today. My God, he's had a successful teenage years, hasn't he? According to his song, what can't you make a wife out of?
Can't make
I
a
don't know that
wife
one.
out of a...
Ho.
It's the only time we'll allow you to say it.
I was
Last,
going to say, I'm allowed to say that.
yeah, last question here. Fall Out Boy have announced they're coming to Australia for a music festival alongside Limp Bizkit. Can you finish these lyrics?
Only sweeter.
Yeah, Nick. Are you into comedies or are you more of an action guy when it comes to movies?
I'm easy, mate. I enjoy pretty much most genres. I don't really mind.
You seen The Equalizer, the Denzel Washington one? He gets the guy to do the Star Trek and he like rips his fingers either side and like splits his hand. You seen that?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah. Well, you're going to see The Equalizer 3 in cinemas August 31.
Oh, perfect, guys. Thank you so much.
No worries, Mick.
All right, Mick, you also get to choose the next song we play. Now, Liam has been pushing Mr. Big. And look, it's pretty low vibes this morning because
It's
your
not
other
low vibes.
option, it's low.
It's
other
up
option
there.
is if you need a dose of vitamin C.
I think I'll stick with Liam and go Mr. Big, and that's a bit of a sing-along. I'll go with that one.
Mr.
Nice.
Big.
Hold on, little girl. Show me what he's done to you. Stand up, little girl. A broken heart can't be that bad.
I tell you what, my heart is full this morning. I'm a little sad, but my heart is full. And I'm sure most people have the same sentiment after that incredible run from the Matildas, getting all the way to the semi-final. I mean, no Australian team has ever gone that far to be, we're top 4 in the world. That's you can say that. And maybe, who knows, we've got this third place playoff. Maybe we could say we're the top 3 in the world if we beat Sweden on Saturday. But yeah, we just couldn't get the job done against the Lionesses, could we, Belle?
No, and we even threw a great party last night. We said, come watch the game at ours. So we had a fantastic party here at Nova 100 to watch the game.
And I got to admit, there was a point where it was a bit flat, where there was a bit of a lull. We're going,
it's a bit
okay,
quiet.
this is not going well. England were really soaking the pressure up. And, Sam Kerr stepped up with a nation on her shoulders and said, no, sorry, it's Sam Kerr time. Like that, a freak goal. Possibly one of the goals of the tournament. She had 3 players on her. She probably could have squared it, and she just absolutely hoofed it from about 20 yards out and put it in the back of the net.
And here's Sam Kerr. She's going to need some support. Kerr running it bright. Kerr with the shot.
Rocket. Absolute rocket. That's audio from our party last night. The vibe was high. That was the real highlight. That was the moment we're like, oh my God, we're on here. We're going to do it.
Yep.
So after, we were speaking to all the listeners who came to our party, Belle, and I was speaking to this couple, and I asked them what they thought of Sam Kerr's goal.
That was fantastic. He was doing a poo. He missed it. He was on the shitter. He missed the goal.
That's the one time you probably wouldn't want to go to the toilet. I like how he tried to go, I loved it. It was incredible. No, that guy was doing a poo.
Wow. Well, that's a thing with soccer, though. It's tough because the scoring is so low. If you go to the toilet, yes, you could miss the only goal of the game.
Yeah. I mean, it certainly happens, especially, this is a sport I've followed my whole life, but people who are used to AFL, high scoring, you're not missing out on a lot of action if you go to the toilet or go to the bar or whatever. This tends to happen with this sport. 13-24-10. Doesn't just have to be a sporting thing, but what did you miss because you went to the toilet? Ash Gardner.
Hello.
In the newsroom. You perked up there. Have you missed something from going to the loo in the past?
I haven't missed something, but someone that I was dating, so this is going back years ago when I was with my ex, we'd gone to his family's home. I was outside. He'd trotted off to the toilet and his dog had a heart attack and died right next to me, and I had to resuscitate the dog.
Wait, what?
I had to give him little chest compressions.
Oh, no. This took a turn.
To try and stop him from going towards the light.
Yes.
Managed to bring him back to the land of the living, and just as I did, my ex wanders out of the toilet and says, "Oh, what'd I miss? Your dog just died."
Hang on, wait, so the dog
It's a lie. No, it came back to the light.
He'd carked it, and then I brought him back.
Oh my!
That's one of those stories, though, that he wouldn't believe if he comes out of the toilet and says, "What did I miss?" And you went, "Oh, well, actually, I just resuscitated your dog." You go, "Yeah."
No, but his dad was there, so his dad came running outside. He was on the phone, and he's going to whoever he was talking to. "Hold on, mate, my dog's just died."
Oh my
so
God!
So he was helping me as well.
Did you give the dog mouth to mouth?
No, I stopped at mouth. I didn't do the mouth to mouth. That's where I stopped short. I just did the chest compression.
And so, like,
CPR on little Scruffy.
So Scruffy. Did you have to do, because I know, like, I've done first aid before, and they teach you, it's the staying alive, the chest compressions, and if it's like a child, whatever, you use the two fingers. Were you two fingering the dog, or were you? Hate if you just tuned in then. Sorry. Was it full hands or?
I'd say maybe the first 4 or 3 of my fingers, because Scruffy was a fairly small dog, and he was kind of stiff as well. So.
Oh my God! Ash,
I didn't know you.
Wild story.
Yeah, Ash. I mean, it's that classic case of no call is going to be as good as that now. I mean, we've definitely started with the best story.
Yeah. Well,
it doesn't have to be you resuscitated someone's dog, but amazing. 13-24-10. What did you miss because you went to the toilet? Peter joins us now. What did you miss because you're on the loo?
Yeah, g'day, guys. So a few years ago now, you might know this, at the MCG, I missed Shane Warne's 700th wicket because I went to the dunny.
Oh, Peter.
That is like Australian folklore, isn't it? That's like people have in their garage, they have that framed, that moment.
Yeah.
I literally heard the eruption as I was in the dunny. I'm like, oh God, I've just missed something.
Which eruption was that?
I missed
so, Peter, I mean, look, you can still
Not
say
that kind of eruption.
you can still say you were there, but you just can't give details.
Oh,
but that's
man.
okay.
Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks, Pete. Tiff joins us now in Kilsyth. You missed a big moment because you were in the loo.
Not me. It was actually my husband. So just a little bit of a big moment. My little girl was getting born, and he had a bit too much of some courtesy dinner at the hospital, and he was missing in action.
He missed the birth of his own daughter.
I had a feeling we'd get something like this, and it's sad, but memorable at least.
That is almost as bad as missing Warnie's 700th wicket. I tell you what, I had a near-death experience yesterday, Belle. I was driving along the freeway.
Watching the Matildas game.
No, I came here to watch the Matildas, but this was on the way to the Matildas last night.
Yeah.
And I'm just cruising along there, 80 Ks. And then something dropped down in front of my face. A spider! Like a huntsman.
Oh, a huntsman.
Like a big, not like a
I was
little
going to
spider.
say, here we go, what
big.
type? Oh, what?
as big, not my fingers, but as big as my hand, the palm of my hand. I thought it was, but it was on the windshield.
Oh, okay.
But still, you don't know that at the time.
Oh, totally.
But when you're just ugh!
And you got to do the, I have in the past done the thing where I'm I put my hand kind of near it and be like, is it inside? Is it outside? And then it's I'm just going to risk it. See, if I touch it, it's inside, but it's not.
This is the darn thing about spiders. I don't know if you've seen Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire franchise. They've got those little things that can link into they can walk up walls and that sort of stuff.
Okay, so just them having sticky hands.
They're very grippy.
I don't need to watch Spider-Man.
They're very grippy.
I learned that when I was like 3.
So I put the windscreen wipers on, and they've also got like spidey sensors.
Oh no! Don't crush him with the windscreen
He
wiper.
dodged it. He freaking dodged
Whoa.
it. He was like, I was like, it was, and then I was like trying to spray it, and then it came like above me, and I've got like a sunroof that is still like glass, but it was like, I felt like I was on I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here. It was coming around my head, and I was like just trying to like drive, and I was like, it can't get me, like it's
Yeah.
And then it sort of like it crawled down into like the air conditioner.
Oh,
like, and I was like, oh my God, it's gonna come into the car. It's gonna come into the car.
Did you have the aircon on? Just blast it into your face.
Just turn it on heat mode, hopefully bake it.
Oh no.
No, so then I've pulled up to work, right? And just as I was pulling up to work, it went and came up to the right side of my face, like on the window.
Still outside.
Whoa! Still outside.
Yeah, good.
But I've got to put the window down to get my arm out to put, like, I've got to buzz the gate.
Oh yeah.
So I was like literally, and like there was like 2 cars behind me, and I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do, because if I put it down, it's gonna crawl up and it's gonna come into the car. So I was just like,
so what'd you do?
I was literally just waiting. They like 2 cars behind me like started to like honk their horns, and then it went and it went to the back of the car. I buzzed quick, got the window up quickly, got into the car park, and then so this is when I was just rocking up for the game last night. Just thought, all right, sweet, now's my chance. Like I'll just get a bit of paper and I'll just flick it off.
What,
And,
over
like,
into my car spot next to you?
Well, I just like I just thought I was like, I didn't really commit to the flick, because you sort of do that thing where you get the paper near it. And you, So I just threw paper at it. It crawled around the car, crawled into the boot.
Oh.
It crawled in. So now I know it's inside. It's because I opened the boot and I
Still?
couldn't find it's inside the car.
When was this?
Last night.
Before the party or after the party?
It was before, like on the way to the party.
Okay, so you gave me a lift home last night. I sat in the back seat.
Yeah,
Liam.
that-
I sat in the back seat of your car, your huntsman car.
no,
Are you serious?
Well, I
Why
thought
didn't you
it would
tell
just
me?
unnerve you. It was a nice thing to do to give you a lift for starters, but
Yeah,
I thought it would
but-
unnerve you. And I also was like quietly confident that it was in the boot and you were sitting in the back. So you, in a way, you were my
You just
sacrificial
got to
lamb.
the boot and said, "Now I'm here." Oh,
But this is the
wow.
thing. I sort of forgot about it this morning. This is the worst thing ever. Getting in my car to go to work. Webs everywhere.
Yeah, you know that they
There's
have like.
webs inside my car. The huntsman is in my car.
She might be pregnant. You know they have like 1,000 babies at once. Have you seen those videos of huntsman babies and they like spit them out and it's like blah, and they just like scatter.
Oh my God.
She's probably nesting. She's probably have fun with that.
I'm gonna have to go on an absolute stomp rage after this. Also, I think we just broke the world record for most times using the sound.
Yeah, I
in
love
a
that
radio
sound. Can we
break.
use that more?
You did
Spider-
one, I did a couple, then it crawled over, and then it came over here.
Not very threatening when you think about it.
Then it had babies. Let's open up the forbidden folder. This is where we keep all the ideas that are a little taboo. The stuff that you just wouldn't normally hear. Like this one. We've not done this before. Were you a teen mum? You know that show on TV, Teen Mums?
Yeah, I never watched that.
It's just about teen mums.
Yeah, no, I
It's
got
about
the
these
brief.
mums, but they're teenagers, right?
Yes. So 13, 24, 10. Were you, or I guess are you, a teen mum? Once a teen mum, always a teen
I feel
mum.
like everyone had someone at their school. Like we had a girl that was
Oh, really?
pregnant. And they're sort of she's not with the guy anymore, but she's happy and healthy, and the kid seems to be doing well, and yeah. So,
Oh, wow.
but yeah, she was like, I don't know, like maybe just finishing year 10, year 11, like it was real young.
Gee, it would change your life completely, obviously.
Would we take a teen dad?
Yeah, I mean, I have to say yes, but like you didn't do. You didn't do any of that.
Oh well, yeah. I think it's definitely crazier being a teen mum for sure.
Totally, and yeah, it would change. It would change your life, but also I'd be very curious about the impact on your body as well, because being a teen mum, and if you're still going through adolescence or you're just on the end of it, and then you're going through a whole childbirth journey, is huge.
A lot of questions for teen mums. Some for teen dads as well. There is room. 13 24 10 is the number if you'd like to get in touch with Belle and I for the Forbidden Folder this morning.
Kelly in Mill Park. Kelly, good morning. Were you a teen mum?
Yes.
Okay, Kelly, how old were you when you had your kid?
I was 16, 1 month off my 17th birthday.
Oh, wow. Okay. And so, I mean, obviously, wasn't a planned thing?
No, not at all.
Kelly, how old are you now?
I'm 48.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay,
right,
so
okay.
your kids are fully grown up. Are you,
Yep.
Kelly, are you a grandma?
I am.
Oh, yeah, because that's, and so you must be like the young, cool grandma now.
Yeah, well, lots of people think that they're my children.
Yeah, yeah, that sort of figures. So were you? I find like it's often the story when if you have kids younger, like you maybe have that closer relationship because you're not that different in age. Were you really close with the kid you had when you were 16?
Yeah, really close.
And so, Kelly, when you had your child, was it a daughter or a son?
It was a son.
Son. So when you had your son very young and then now you say you're a grandma, did you, when he came to you and said, now I'm having a child, and I'm guessing he's also quite young when he had his kid, were you happy about that or did you ever warn him to not do it so young?
He wasn't that young. So his daughter is 3. So he was like late 20s.
Oh,
but
okay.
I have a daughter that is, so I have a daughter that's 29 and did warn them and I don't know if I'll ever get kids out of her now. I think I may have scared her off.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it went too long. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Jen joins us in Mitcham. You were also a teen mum. How old were you when you had your baby?
I was. Hi, guys. I was 14 when I had my first daughter.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was 14 and it was actually a surprise pregnancy, so I didn't know that I was, well, maybe I was in a little bit of denial when I had her and I didn't know until I was actually in labour having her.
Jen, that's like that show Bump.
Yeah. I hold my pregnancies very small, but I was one of those kids that was a real tomboy, so I always had huge jumpers on, the old jerseys, the FUBU jerseys, things like that.
Jen, you didn't feel any kicking? You didn't? What about morning sickness, anything?
Well, not that I really remember, but, back, I'm 36 now, and I kind of think back in those days that parents weren't very vigilant as they are these days. But, yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe I did, but I think I was in denial a lot about it. But and I wasn't very educated on it either. So, yeah, I didn't really know.
Of course. So you're 36 and your son or daughter?
So I had my daughter at 14. So obviously I was very young and she got put up for adoption.
Okay.
Then I had a second daughter at 16. So I had her with me my whole time. And, I was lucky to have a boyfriend at the time that was he wasn't her biological father, but he's been her father ever since.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, and a really supportive mum. And when my first daughter, she's 21 now, was 16, we became back in touch again, and we're really close now.
Beautiful. So I'm glad it's all worked out there. I mean, how did your parents go with this? I mean, I'm just imagining 14 years old telling mum and dad, you didn't even know you were pregnant. By the sounds of things, you had the baby. It was just like, it's out, it's here.
Yeah, I think, look, we were both in shock, the first time round. I don't think my mum quite, maybe she was in a bit of denial as well. But look, she's always been very supportive. I was lucky that I could, go out and still spend time with my friends, and mum would watch my baby when I would go out. And, obviously moving on from that, there's, been some mental health and all of that type of stuff, because it's very traumatic for a young girl to have children at such a young age. But it's been great. And I'm really, I'm so proud of my girls now, how, far they've come, and they do so well, with their lives. They're working. They've got their heads screwed on right. They're good kids.
From the sounds of it, Jen, you seem very happy, and if you had the choice, you'd do it all again. You don't have any regrets, do you?
I don't have any regrets. Of course, if you could turn back time and wait a little bit, I probably would have. But at the same time, I'm really proud that they're in my life, and I'm happy for them. So, but all, as well, I'm 36, and I say to my friends all the time, I could be a grandma soon. I know
you'll be like a sub 40 granny.
You could be, Jen. You could be a great grandma before
you could be
50.
You are actually in a position to be a great granny.
That would be cool.
I am very excited. I don't look like I look young for 36.
You sound young.
You do
Jen.
sound, I mean, yeah,
And
you still sound like 20, I
Can
must
I
admit.
say, Jen,
but
on
I'm
this
very
show,
excited.
that's great. This show, like we've actually been talking for a while about how we wanted to meet someone who had one of those pregnancies that they didn't feel at all.
Oh, yeah.
And I will say, Jen, I've always been on the side of the fence of that
Not-
wouldn't exist.
not a thing.
Yeah. Big song and dance about how you never knew you were pregnant. Yeah, I don't believe you. Now, having spoken to you, Jen, I definitely believe that it is a thing that you can be not only hiding the pregnancy, your body just hides it, but also in denial. That is fascinating, Jen. Thank you so much for calling up.
No, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it, Jen. Sharon and Eltham, is it true you were a teen mum of 3? Is that right?
I was.
Oh
I
my
ended up with
God.
8. But
Hang on.
Sharon.
So you're an octo mum. You know, you read about those octo mums.
Yeah, but that's all at once.
No, I didn't have them all at once. It wasn't that crazy.
Sharon, how old are you now?
Oh, it's my birthday on Saturday. I'm 52.
Happy birthday, Sharon. So,
Thank you.
Having 3 kids before you're 20, I'm assuming at least one of the pregnancies was twins, maybe.
No, see, that's the thing.
No.
I get asked all the time. Any multiples? No multiples.
No. So you've given birth 8 times.
I have.
Oh my God.
Now, Sharon,
what was I thinking?
The 3 in your teens, were they planned?
No, and then yes and yes. So I was
Right.
married at 15 as well. And
Oh my
people say,
gosh.
how is that legal in Australia? I lived in Queensland. I had to go to court and, had to get a court order and, got married. So I ended up having some more children, obviously, in that marriage.
So you technically just settled down very
Sharon,
young.
Can I
I
ask?
did, but then I got divorced by the time I was 18. So
I'd imagine, I mean, most 15-year-old relationships last about 3 years max. Can I ask? I don't know
I
if
think
this-
so, pretty much.
3
Marriage
years
and I
is
don't go
generous.
well together. So.
Well, I mean, you're saying married at 15. Was this like a religious thing or like I hope you don't mind me saying. It sounds like almost like a cult thing. Like 15 years old to be married.
I get asked that all the time. Are you Catholic? No, I'm not.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So, Sharon, how did this impact your education, the rest of your life?
Yeah, 100%. That's a really good question because I think that's why I rang in because I was listening to some of the stories and I'm on my way to work and I pulled over and I thought I'm gonna call in.
Thanks.
So I think sometimes these sorts of decisions can be really life changing or life stopping in a way that it hinders your life, but I don't think it has to. I left school, obviously, when I was 15 and I got married. And then that marriage didn't work out for different reasons. And I was a single mum at 18. And then, I decided I wanted to go back to school. So I actually went back as a mature age. And I just went to a local secondary college, St. Helena Secondary College, give them a shout out. And so I went back there and, I did year 12 and spoke to a really good careers advisor. And she said, what are you going to do? And I said, well, actually, I just want to get a job at like Kmart or Coles or something, And she's like, go to uni. And so I did. I became a lawyer.
Oh, wow.
And now I'm a law lecturer at university.
So
Sharon, look at you go.
You're a lawyer and you're
Yeah.
a mum to 8 children.
Yeah, and I've got 10 grandbabies now. And,
10?
I'm sorry, like, what? Do you sleep? Like, when do you? I'm trying to work
No,
out.
I'm a bit hyperactive, so.
Oh my God! Like, how do you have time for anything?
Yeah, look, it's a fun life. It's a busy life. I'm single again, if there's any men out there.
Hey, give Sharon a call if you want 8 kids and 10 grandkids.
Looking for baby
Yeah,
number
but
9.
So look, and one of my children actually had she was married when she was 18. She's going on 10, 11 years married, so she's got 4.
Were you
but
happy
only
about
one,
that,
only
Sharon?
one.
Were you happy
Yeah,
with her?
I was really supportive because I think, different people have different personalities and are able to make different decisions. So I had another child that wasn't married until she was 32. So, it's everyone's different.
Yeah.
So, and it's about, having good support. I've had a wonderful mother all my life that's really supported me. And I was an only child, so I knew that I was going to have a big family at some point because I needed to make a family.
Yeah.
I didn't have any cousins or anything like that. So,
Well,
I went
Sharon,
out there and did it. And
What a story.
You certainly got that
you.
big family you were looking for. Thank you
And
so
you
much for your
sound
call.
really happy, Sharon. So thank you so much for calling up.
How incredible.
okay.
Yeah, and just keep my phone on Friday because I think you could win the Friday meat tray for our
Yeah.
favourite call of the week.
We'll give her a triple meat tray to feed all these offspring.
Unfortunately, the Tillies couldn't get the job done last night. They did us all proud, though. Went down 3-1 to the Lionesses. There was that one moment, though, when Sam Kerr scored that rocket.
And here's Sam Kerr. She's going to need some support. Kerr running it bright. Kerr with a shot.
That was the audio from our party that we threw at Nova last night. It was electric.
It went off. We said, come watch it at ours. We had pizza. We had drinks. We had about 60 plus people here.
It was 100, mate.
100? What? Really? Did you do a head count?
No, I'm just kidding. If anyone's listening, it was 50.
Yes, legally. Yeah, but it was amazing. So that audio, you can hear everybody cheering. The vibe was incredible.
I tell you what, though, I did feel bad for Smallsy. Obviously, Smallsy's surgery, he has to do his show at night. So while we were out there celebrating, having drinks and pizza and stuff, he was in here doing his show.
I've got so many bookcases in my room, there's no more room.
Is that so? Hang on, what? Stop! Shut up! Shut up! We just scored! Woo! Sam Kerr just scored. Booyah! That's my girls!
Bit excited.
He was pretty excited.
I don't think I've ever heard Smallsy that excited. Like, he could give away $100,000, wouldn't be that excited.
After that, a couple of defensive errors, unfortunately, conceded another 2, so it was kind of flat. Last night we had all Tillies fans. We did have one cordoned off section called the designated Pom Zone, where we had one specific family of Poms, and I had a chat with them straight after the game. Well, the game's just finished 3-1. Australia's gone down. I've walked into the Lions Den, into the designated Pom area. How are you feeling?
Really good, yeah. Great win for the girls tonight. I reckon Australia did really good and should be proud of themselves too.
Did you feel it was a hostile environment, or did you feel safe here tonight?
Oh, it was a friendly environment. It was good fun. Yeah, good game.
Well, you've not walked through the car park yet.
Oh, yeah.
The designated Poms actually, weirdly had, the nicest couches.
They did have a very nice area, yeah.
But look, we did catch everybody as they were leaving, all the Aussies, and just asked them how they were feeling and what message they'd have for the Matildas.
Well done, girls. You've played your hardest and you gave it all you could.
It was great to see all the girls playing, especially on home turf.
I mean, still love the Tillies. They're our girls. We're still very proud of them. They did an amazing job tonight.
They are strong and they are amazing. Awesome.
We didn't have our best game tonight, but we did well. We inspired a nation.
We should be standing up and saying proud for our girls.
Yeah, look, getting to a semi-final is incredible. It's as far as any Australian team has ever gone before. 13-24-10. Give us a buzz this morning. Maybe if you were inspired by the Tillies run. Maybe if you're on the way to school and you're like, you know what, I'm going to be the next Matilda. I'm going to start playing soccer. That's what all of this is about when it really boils down to it. 13-24-10. Or if you just got a newfound appreciation for Australian football. If you're just you jumped on the bandwagon. Some people are like, oh, all these bandwagon supporters. I'm like, come on, that's the whole point. That's the cool thing, that more people are like, yeah, this is awesome, and getting around it.
Liam, I will proudly put my hand up and say I'm a bandwagon supporter.
Yeah, Belle, that's
Liam
good.
has been supporting the Matildas forever. You're such a soccer head. I haven't really been into soccer that much. I'm not in sport, full stop, that much. But now I've got the ribbon in my hair.
You do.
We had the best night last night. I am 110% on the bandwagon.
We said 13-24-10. If you've been inspired, if you had the World Cup fever and you're like, this is awesome, I'm getting on board with this sport, then give us a buzz, because I think that is the real takeaway from this. The nation got behind the Tillies and we should be proud.
Maria in Springvale, good morning. Have you been inspired by the Matildas?
Yes, I definitely have.
Okay. Are you a soccer gal already?
I am now, I think. When I was in high school, soccer was the one, sport that I absolutely hated playing. When it was, our turn to do soccer, I was, oh, no, I really don't want to do it. But now that I've been watching them on the TV, I'm like, oh, I want to do soccer now.
You getting the boots on, Maria?
Yeah, I think I might have to go buy myself a pair.
Maria, we'll cover that for you. We'll cover the boots for you. We'll get you your pair of boots so you can start playing. No worries. I mean, have fun and good on you, Maria. Jude in Hawthorne. Jude, how old are you?
10 years old.
You're 10 years old. Do you play soccer, Jude?
Yeah, I love playing soccer.
Are you feeling pretty inspired after the Matildas run, mate?
Yeah, really inspired because they played so strongly and that really inspired me.
Oh, wonderful, Jude. Well, all the best with your career. Thank you for giving us a call this morning. Catherine joins us now. Have you been inspired to play, or you're a bandwagon supporter? What are you calling for?
Oh, hi, guys. I am so inspired by these girls. Pardon me, they're incredible. Every time you guys have spoken to them or had interviews with them or whatever, I've actually been in the car crying listening to them.
Aww.
It's just so overwhelming, the passion.
Catherine, where did you watch the game last night? Where were you?
In my lounge room.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, you can still bring the stadium vibes there. Hey, have you got Disney Plus, Catherine?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, there's a Matildas documentary on there. It's like in the lead up to the World Cup, so I suppose you know how the journey ends now. But honestly, watch that. I also myself cried maybe 3 times watching that.
Oh no, I will, and I've been so much inspired by them that I actually yesterday just signed up to my local soccer club as well, and I'm 42.
Oh, good! Yeah, hey,
love it.
Better time than any, Catherine. Nice one. So, who should we be? Where should we be watching you play next year? Who are you signing up for?
Down in Mornington, it's an actual mums group. They play competitions, and
Like
so
a
I'm
mum's
they're
soccer.
at my level.
Like a mum's soccer team. Oh my gosh, no way.
Yeah, Catherine. Well, I'm glad you've been inspired. Thank you for joining us this morning.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.